I'm in a weird position as a person in Hollywood, I'm saying anyway, just because of the amount of truth that I will tell and the fact that I take joy in it. And there's no way that you can tell that much truth without offending certain portions of the population. And so now you have to figure out how you're going to handle that. And at 5'5", I've always handled it just first, you know, so that I'm always addressing whatever the problem is to nip it in the bud. And as a professional and as somebody that now where I stand, I can no longer do that. Those are just the breaks.
So to explain this phenomenon,
when that 12-year-old hemmed your ass up, psych down playing. Hey, look, we about to get into our Katt Williams. We got another episode on us, y'all. Katt Williams exposed Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? We about to take a deep dive. Check it out, y'all.
even deeper, Katt moved on by giving a direct example of how the industry enticing black men to humiliate themselves in order to reach superstar level by dissecting Kevin Hart's entire career.
15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
When Katt sat down for
I don't know, Kevin Hart was brought in by them guys, man. Dame Dash and them. Y'all remember the movie Paper Soldiers? You know what I'm saying? Where he got his start. He from Philly, so industry plant, I can't say that. Have he done some compromising things? Yes. But as far as industry plant, I don't know.
For this interview, one of his biggest targets was Kevin Hart. He broke down Hart's career as nothing more than Hollywood handouts, alleging Kevin as an industry plant who sold his soul and took roles that Katt refused because of how humiliating they were.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smoke.
Maybe it's two Kevin Harts.
They gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decisions, duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
And from the looks of it, the new pope is not Turkson. The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee, Kavanjane Wallace.
Dang, she couldn't be 18 or older? Ah.
For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. That all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was and acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
But this wasn't a brand new claim. Their feud actually stretches back a full decade. It all started in 2014 when Katt was asked who the funniest athlete was. Instead of answering, he roasted Shaq and Russell Simmons for trying comedy and then slipped Kevin's name into the fire.
Do you think Shaq could be a stand-up comedian? Who do you think?
I think that Shaq and Russell Simmons should get out of comedy and stay in their lane. They don't see us making a league of professional basketball players under 6 foot. So what qualifies these dudes because they got $100 million to come over in comedy and do Shaq's all-star get out of here, you bum.
By 2016, things escalated. On his conspiracy theory tour, Katt told a packed crowd at the Phillips Arena in Atlanta that Kevin was nothing more than a puppet and used one of his most famous analogies to drive it home.
And so I've already proven that if the best they got in comedy is Kevin Hart, don't you boo a black man working hard, baby. Even if that nigga's a puppet, it's not his fault. Don't get mad at it. Get what I'm saying? saying.
So he taking up for Kevin Hart. He said, don't you boo a black man, even though whatever.
Just because I'm better than some black dudes don't mean I'm better than no black dudes. I'm saying, if you want to be mad at Kermit the Frog, don't be mad at Kermit the Frog. Be mad at Jim Henson. Don't say fuck Donald Duck when you really mean fuck Walt Disney. So I don't care nothing about what happens to Kevin. I wish him the best. I just know that somebody's hand stuck up that baby. You understand? So
Dang. Corey Holcomb said the same thing. He said they got little bro. They got him. And Corey Holcomb rocked with Kevin Hart. I believe Kevin Hart introduced him to the industry. He was like, they got him. They got him.
By March 2016, Katt took it even further. Right before a stop in Kevin's hometown of Philly, he issued a $5 million challenge.
I got a show at your hometown in Philly. I'm gonna take my special there. On that stage, we can put whatever you want. A full court basketball court, a boxing ring, 2 microphones for a rap cipher, or you can get your ass dusted in comedy on that stage. But it's $1 million up for each one. That's $5 million, Mr. 28 million in Forbes. I'll be bringing mine in cash. Mitch, bring yours however you want. And since you're not a puppet, don't bring no white people with you then.
But here's the twist. In the same year, he actually apologized. On Atlanta radio, Katt admitted he went too far, calling Kevin the reigning king of comedy and saying it was regrettable that he tried to embarrass another black man when the country was already divided. Of course, the truce didn't last. It reignited in 2018 when Katt dragged Tiffany Haddish on Wanda Smith's show. This prompted Kevin to come to her defense on The Breakfast Club.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You off promo shoots. You off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what? I gotta fix me, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy.
From there, the feud never cooled off. In 2021, Katt even said a comedy versus against Kevin would be cheating, bragging that his 10 specials and Emmy made him untouchable. So when Katt went on Club Shay Shay and delivered one of his harshest shots yet, Kevin quickly responded on X. Gotta get that anger out ya, champ. It's honestly sad. And to twist the knife, the very next day he went on ESPN and clowned Katt's claim of reading 3,000 books a year.
He figured out how to play basketball from reading all the books.
3,000 of them.
3,000 a year.
A year.
And that's 2 a day. At 6 years old.
That's 2 a day.
Who knew he was so voracious?
At the age 7, he got accepted to the I think it was Delaware University.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Never made public news.
No. Ever.
But for Katt, this has never been about jealousy. After all, he once even took Kevin's ex, the mother of his child, on tour with him. The truth is, just like Tiffany Haddish, Katt sees Kevin as a product of Hollywood gatekeepers, the kind of system that lets a chosen few in, while locking everyone else out. And Kevin wasn't the only one, because right after, Katt turned his sights to another so-called comedy giant, Chris Rock. Katt Williams wasn't shy about making enemies in 2016, and one of his biggest names he set sights on.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. But I believe Katt Williams want to call out the higher uppers. It's just that when you call them out, the people that's under him is your brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they feel like, why do I have to give up my bag all because you sour with the elites? You know what I mean? You get in the bag. You're funny. You're naturally funny. Me, I ain't that funny, but I'm getting the bag though. You know what I mean? So you gotta imagine if you really not talented like that and these people giving you millions of dollars and you gotta go at Katt Williams because he's frustrated with the elites that they doing little stuff behind the scenes. But yeah, Katt ain't scared of nobody, bro. He calling them all out. And we're gonna get into the next segment as well. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this though. Big Cash signing out. Gone, y'all.